And if you don't think we're ready for this podcast,
You can suck my fucking dick.
That's very funny.
I can't.
That's gonna be a good one.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna cheese that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it for sure within the first minute of the pod, and I guarantee it.
Welcome to Soft Launch
episode 42, 42nd episode. Like we're on fucking 42nd Street, Midtown Manhattan.
Couple of toots.
You understand? Couple of prostitutes coming here live at you. We do support sex work, and we also support this podcast, the Soft Launch Podcast.
Yes.
I'm Jason Mendoza.
I am Samantha Santos.
And we're here with our 42nd episode. 40 Deuces, our Jackie Robinson episode.
It is.
And it's fitting because it's April 16th, and April 15th was Jackie Robinson Day. Got to clap it up for Jackie Rob. Our ancestors might not have liked him too much, but we love him. He's a good guy. He's one of the good ones.
My mother would have loved him. Why is his day the 15th? It should be 4/2.
No, I think he played his first game on the 15th.
Oh, I thought it was like
well, he played his first game in the major leagues.
Got it.
He was
Understood.
the first black player. And if you don't support Jackie Robinson, then go ahead.
You can suck my fucking dick.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I got a brand new button, and I got a couple sounds for you guys, and we're excited, and we're having a great time.
We are.
Our camera's dying, and Samantha's nervous.
I'm not.
So we're just gonna get right into our first segment. One thing about we, and one thing about us, besides the fact that we desperately need a new camera. Papa Mendoza, fucking stop waiting for us to tell you and do your own research and start sending us some fucking links.
Yeah, be like Gio Perez and do your own research. You understand?
Yeah, you know, it doesn't have to be doing your own research doesn't have to be regarded to everything around a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Which also, make no mistake, my father didn't want to take.
Yeah, he also thinks climate change isn't real as well. Just kidding.
No, shout out to my dad. Dad, if you're listening to this, what do we have my dad send?
Send two of the ladies dancing with the legs up.
Yeah, two of the ladies dancing with the legs up, the little twins dancing.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad. I feel like we haven't shouted him out in a couple episodes.
Yeah, we haven't.
We've just been busy. We were getting back to it.
Oh, before we start,
go.
We have to shout out a fan in
Newcastle.
Is it Newcastle?
We have a fan shout out. We have fans in Newcastle.
Yes.
You understand?
I gotta find the actual thing because we got her. We want to shout her out because she put her man on the show.
Yes.
And now he loves it.
Yes.
And he wrote us your name, and I will get it. Just keep talking.
So we're just going to give Samantha a couple minutes to research that information.
Yeah.
Because Samantha is half Puerto Rican, half Italian, and if she was full Puerto Rican, she would have found it already because she would have been a detective like her sister-in-law, Amanda, who, make no mistake, ruined her surprise 40th birthday party because she found the receipt for a $150 worth of rice that her brother bought to try to surprise her.
My brother went to pay for pizza for his daughters, and then the receipt came out, and it was crinkled up, and I would have just thrown it away, and Amanda opened it up, and she read it, and she was like, oh, so there's a party for me. Immediately thought, it was a party for her. Michael was like, what a brat. Yeah. Someone sees like that, and that's the first thing you think of.
Not only figured out the surprise for her party, but immediately texted every close relative or part of the family. He was like, so you ready for my party on Sunday? You ready for my party?
Which was insane.
And then everybody had to lie, and everybody was secretly getting upset behind her back because it was her birthday, but she was actively trying to ruin it.
She was. But we also want to shout out Lottie. Yes, but you are from Newcastle.
Shout out to Lottie from Newcastle.
Thank you so much for putting on your man.
Yes.
Or girl. I don't know who this is, but
big thank you to Lottie from Newcastle.
My partner put me on, so I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, or if you're both girls. Not sure, but we love you.
Or if neither one of you are binary, all of you guys are doing a great job by listening to the podcast and doing the number one thing we need you guys to do, which is telling your friends, telling your family,
and commenting.
We love all of those things.
And we love you, don't we?
We love you, don't we?
We love you over there, Newcastle. We do.
We do have to get back to the pod, but shout out to everybody everywhere listening to the Soft Launch Podcast. We love you. We respect you. Shout out to my pops. Shout out to all of our families. And we had a great weekend with your family. We had a real fun time celebrating Amanda's birthday.
We did. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
It was the oldest I've felt in a really long time.
Why do you say oldest you felt in a really long time?
Because by the time it was over, my body was aching.
You put everything into that party, and you weren't even the main, culprit. You weren't. It wasn't even about you. It was about your brother.
No, I didn't really do much. I don't feel.
Yeah, well, you were on your feet the whole time.
I was on my feet
Not
the whole
because you were
time.
dancing, because you were fucking.
I just making sure everybody got a drink. Everybody's good. I was really yeah. I play a good background character, making sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, you're a good supporting role. You're a good surprise party consigliere.
Yeah,
that's why we're gonna start calling you Sammy the Bull.
You understand?
Yeah, because she's not with the bullshit.
Yeah.
You can tell. You go.
You can tell we watched a John Gotti documentary.
Yeah, you can tell that we had a really good weekend together because we're just on the same page, and I feel like our love is radiating through the podcast, and I hope you guys can feel it at home, but also I can feel it in my pussy. Oh. Yeah. We watched a John Gotti documentary, and now we're obsessed with the way we're talking. Why? What happened? You saw the baby in the corner?
No, I was just looking at how loud we are on the thing. I'm like, yo, it's fucking going off the rails.
But yeah, we had a blast with Samantha's family. I forgot how we got here, but
we're doing this weekend.
Oh, we're doing this weekend. Yeah, we spent a bunch of time together because we were overcompensating for the fact that we didn't spend Friday together.
Oh my God, yeah.
But I had a good Friday because I unfortunately had a great time. I headlined my first ever show in 45 minutes.
Yeah!
Yeah, I really did that shit. I feel happy. I feel blessed. I feel lucky. And I went to Portland, Maine.
Yes.
So shout out to everybody from Portland, Maine. I did a show for about 45 people in Portland, Maine, and none of them followed me after. So all the fun time I thought I had, I don't think they partook.
Yeah.
But it wasn't about them. Sometimes it's about me. And
No, it's fine because a lot of Portland, Maine is just a bunch of lesbians. That's
Is it
why.
really?
I don't know. My lesbian friend lives there, so I just assume. No,
I got one lesbian friend. She lives in Portland, Maine, and now you're all.
You understand?
Yeah. I said I didn't want to say anything crazy that I had to blur out of the podcast. We're off the rails already.
You're gonna have to blur that out because we were told that that's a bad word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went there and I went to a lesbian bar there.
Oh yeah,
in Portland, Maine once.
What was it called?
Yeah. I don't fucking remember, but it was Pride weekend. We went to visit my friend.
I don't fucking remember. I was too busy getting my pussy.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, and then I remember we walked in and it smelled really bad in there because Portland is like a lot of
it's on the water.
No, it's also very natural. You know, it's like the lesbians that don't wear like deodorant.
Oh, they don't wear deodorant.
So it stunk in the bar.
God.
And David walks in and he's like, is this what vagina smells like?
Make no mistake, David was gonna be his nose was gonna be put off regardless because he just hates lesbians altogether. Samantha has friends that are lesbians and she keeps them separate because she can't mix them.
No, they get along.
She keeps them separate but equal.
No, they get along.
They play nice.
No. David doesn't hate lesbians.
No, he doesn't, but he loves gays.
Yeah.
But just not the lesbos.
No, he loves everybody.
Is lesbos a slur?
No, but you're thinking about Oscar.
Oh,
you're just getting
Oscar.
your gays confused. Oscar doesn't like lesbians. I'm like, David.
I felt like that's an established trope, like gay men and lesbians.
I think so.
Don't
That
like
is the
each
thing.
other.
Actually, I've never talked to David about that. Actually.
Yeah, if you're a gay,
because I don't support his gay lifestyle. No, I'm just kidding. No.
And we're here. We're back. If you're gay and you listen to this podcast, first thing we want to do is say sorry for that whole segment.
Yeah.
And then the second thing we want to do is ask you: do gay men and lesbian women hate each other?
Yeah, I don't think it's a real thing. It's
I'm
just
sure
like
they don't hate each
it's
other,
like
but
Puerto Rican Dominicans. It's like that kind of thing.
I see. So
I don't think they really hate each other.
So they don't really hate each other. It's just a rivalry because there's a lot of sexual tension.
You understand?
It's just what it is.
No, I think gay guys, if they hate anybody, it's straight women because they infiltrate their space.
That's true, but I feel like
they go to gay bars now just to party. Like they don't even go with their gay friend. They're just there taking up space because I know it's a safe space they feel like for them, but it's like find another fucking spot.
Yeah, I'm gay. It's not like I'm not a misogynist. This is a gay bar. I want you guys to have less.
Yeah.
I want all the dick for myself. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, and I feel like gay a lot of straight girls will like see a gay guy and be like, I want you to be my gay best friend. It's like they're not a fucking accessory.
Yeah.
Fucking get out of here.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just what it is.
so Portland, Maine was full of those types of people. They say that to say. But no, I went up to, shout out to Gio Perez. We drove up 5.5 hour drive.
Yeah, that was wild.
We did 5.5 hours there and about 5 hours back, all in the same night because I couldn't be troubled to stay in Maine for any
One more
longer than I had
second.
to.
Yeah.
But it was
But
fun.
you had some lobster.
I did. I had a lobster roll. It was very expensive and very small. I was fucking furious.
Yeah, you probably went to like a cute spot, right?
I know. I went to. It was really cute. You would have loved it, honestly.
I'm sure I would have. I want to live there.
Yeah, we will be back. Yes, you can just add that in a list of places Samantha has to live. Make no mistake, a lot of comedians are going to go on the road to do shows. Me and Samantha are just going to be on the road, living in different random cities for 1 year at a time.
Yeah, you ever hear comics on the road? They're like, that place fucking sucked, and I'm gonna have a totally different. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna just be like, wow, how cute and quaint was that town?
Yeah,
Like, there's a population of 200.
Samantha's crazy, but she's funny. And I really, to be fair, I really did think Portland was really quaint. I thought it was a quaint town. I thought it was really
it's super
nice.
cute.
It was very fresh air. I realized that being from New York my whole life, even though I'm from Long Island, now that I've been in the boroughs for like 10, 15 years almost.
Yeah, borough kid.
Yeah, now I'm starting to get my borough pass. I realized that just living in New York so long, every time I go to a different city, I see nice things about it, and I can register that they're super cool, and it would be nice to have these things on a regular basis. But my New York brain takes hold of these things and immediately starts spurting out all the reasons why I would never live anywhere near a place like this. You know what I'm saying? So me and Gio drive into the city, we roll the windows down, we were like breathing the fresh air. I'm like, nah, shit is too fresh. I don't fuck with it, man.
Where's the bus exhaust?
Yeah, why? Y'all don't got no garbage anywhere? This shit trash, bro.
Yeah.
We got our trash all in the front. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got bunnies here?
The fuck y'all hiding?
Where y'all rats?
Yo, I was like, cause you can see the sky, you can see the stars and something. Like, yo, these buildings is mad small and the people in them probably fucking soft. Fuck out of here. I can never live here.
Yeah, you probably don't even got any noise complaints over here.
Where your minorities? No, but it's a cute city. We're definitely gonna go back. Probably to maybe a bigger venue next time. But definitely had a good time up in Maine. I did 45 minutes for the first time. I feel really good about it, and I feel excited because I feel like I had more jokes in my pocket that I could have dropped, but I decided that 45 was good for me. I'm still building up that stamina. So I say that to say I feel lucky, I feel blessed, and I feel happy that I got to do it. And Portland, Maine is forever going to be a part of my story now.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a cool little weekend with Gio, and then we came back Saturday. Oh, no, I came back Saturday morning, and me and Samantha, what did we do Saturday?
Well, you got home at like 2 in the morning, and then we woke up, we got some matcha lattes.
Yeah, matcha lattes. Let's
talk about it.
Let's talk about matcha lattes. You go first because you are...
Yeah, I am Queen Matcha. I was really hard on matcha lattes to begin because I've tried a lot of things that like are popular, and I'm always like, this is so mid, and people make it like it's amazing. Yeah. And I didn't get it, but that's because I was getting it wrong. I was not getting it sweetened, so it was literally just drinking grass.
Yeah, raw grass.
Yeah, it's horrific, and it's grainy, and it has an undertone of fish.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was an undertone there of some puss.
That's crazy because that's like grass and fish, they don't mix at all.
It gives seaweed.
Really?
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah.
Seaweed, but not in liquid form. No, you understand? I can't imagine. It's like I like beets, and the people drink beet juice, and that's weird.
Bit much.
But yeah, so I hated it, and then I got a little vanilla in.
Yeah, you gotta add a little vanilla.
And now everything has changed. Yeah. I've seen the light.
Yeah,
I've seen it, and then I was talking this weekend with shout out to Leanna, my god sister's cousin. She was like, "Yeah, when it's that bright green, you know it's gonna be good." And I'm like, "You do." Yeah. And now I'm becoming like, "Oh, that's not ceremonial. Yeah. That's not ceremonial matcha. So you can hit the road with that."
Yeah, and now. One thing about Samantha and I don't discover anything. I don't try anything. I am very comfortable with the understanding that all the things that I like, I have found them for the rest of my time on this planet. So anytime you see me doing something new or trying something different, it's because Samantha has encouraged it greatly. Yeah. And matcha's just one of those things. And now I'm a matcha guy.
Yeah, you're a matcha guy. It's so good. So we found a place that we like, and it's not, we liked it because it's the only place that we tried in the neighborhood, but it is really good.
It's one of those things like, it's funny because I feel like you and I especially talk so at length about people who only like things in their neighborhood, and they're like, this is the best matcha in New York City. And we have a place just like that we will die for.
I will live and die for it. Yeah. And we go went there on Saturday, and then we came back and we just took about an hour nap.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
We did. And then I don't know what else.
Which is weird because fucking matcha's supposed to give you energy. Yeah. And they gave us the energy to liberate ourselves to take a fucking nap in the middle of the day like the piece of shit that we are.
You understand?
And that's the only way it'll ever be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do fuck with matcha. I actually, if I get matcha and it's more green than like white, I know it's gonna be trash. I need it to be over vanillized.
Oh yeah.
Make it taste good. Don't make it healthy. Make it taste good.
No. I know. We have like one lady that we like that she works on Saturdays. And on Sundays it's another guy. He doesn't mix up my vanilla for me. I gotta do it myself. That's why you don't get a fucking tip, my man.
Yeah, there are two people.
Make no mistake, she doesn't get a tip either.
You don't get a tip either. You're a fucking matcha maker. If you were a matchmaker, maybe, but not a fucking matcha maker. Get the fuck out of here. You're not getting no tip from me. You understand? You understand? Yeah, you're unfortunately, if you work in the service industry and you provide food, you're not getting a tip.
I'm sorry to you.
Unless I'm at a restaurant and I'm sitting down.
Do I look like your boss? Have a conversation with your boss about a raise. That's not on me.
Yeah,
and I feel like I don't know what that means. And I was a service worker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just. Why are you bothering me?
And nowhere else in the world does that. America's just trying to
squeeze.
So
weird.
There's too much responsibility.
And when did we start going up to 20%?
Yeah. Well,
like everywhere.
Oh, yeah? I've learned that. Well, I used to do that as a kid when I was paying for my haircuts. If it was like $17 or $50, like I would just give the rest of the $3, so it'd be a full 20. So I just give them 20 to have to break nothing. I feel like 20 is pretty fair.
It used to be 15%.
Really?
Like in a restaurant. Then it went up to 20%. And it's different if I'm in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Miss me with the 20% for like other things.
Yeah.
It's like you're not getting that.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I'm literally not doing it.
Yeah.
And then there's also people. So you're not when someone like is their own business, like they run their own business. Like I've gone to people for like lashes, and it's their company, and then they ask me to tip. It's like, babe, all this money I'm giving you is going in your pocket.
Yeah.
So suck my dick. I'm not giving you any extra.
Yeah.
First of all, you're overcharging
for the lashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you more of a tip.
Yeah.
Suck my ass. Lillian.
I feel like, and I feel like the culture in New York, especially, is starting to revolt. So I don't feel guilty about not giving tips.
Yeah. Also, Seamless has got it.
I know.
Their selves all the way fucked up.
I
They'll
feel bad.
start their tip though now on like 30%.
I know.
They'll if you don't change it.
Yeah, you got to custom tip it.
30%.
Yeah.
I'm like 30. What?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But did you hear that in November it's starting that you can't, because like some certain delivery people and like servers get paid like $3 an hour, and that's what they depend on it.
Yeah.
They're changing where that's not going to be allowed.
Oh,
so
now drivers are going to get minimum wage?
Yeah, which means now the food's going to cost us more.
We're zero.
Yeah, everyone deserves it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
that's a joke. Everyone deserves a livable wage.
Yeah, that's a fucking it's a crazy price that we got to pay. Yeah. I hate that it gets put on the consumer. I feel like so much.
Well, it always will.
It's all our responsibility. You talked about like fast fashion. Now people on Twitter make it seem like if you buy Fashion Nova,
then you're an asshole.
It's like, bitch, I'm buying it because
I
it's
can
all
afford
I can afford.
Yeah,
as I sit here in my kid's shirt, but it was a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like if I want to buy clothes that within my, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
That's not on me.
The ethical nature should come from the companies producing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why it shouldn't be on me.
You can't go after the small fish.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing what's available to me and what I can afford, and I can only afford that because of the problem.
Yeah. So we're usually a fun podcast. Now we're just a full socialist podcast.
Yeah, we are.
If the problem is the ethics in commerce, that needs to fall more heavily on corporations who provide services and goods.
Yeah.
We're fucking trying to keep our heads above water here.
Yeah, okay, the girls in WNBA aren't even getting a fucking real salary, all right?
And that's a
They're
fact.
going to show up to their games in Shein.
Yeah. They probably already are. If you don't think Angel Reese has a Shein endorsement already, you're fucking sorely mistaken.
If you think I don't make more money than Caitlin Clark, you have got another thing coming. I read that and I was like, this can't be real. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
It makes Max's joke to me way more. I think his joke is actually going to hit way more now
he needs to bring it back.
He needs to bring it back.
Yeah, the first ever Max Manikoff joke to age well.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Max. That's a joke.
Lillian!
That's my guy. But it is crazy. The numbers are crazy. But Caitlin Clark, they said her jerseys are already sold out.
Yeah, she's going to make a lot of money on the
ticket sales for the Indiana Fever have gone through the roof. Like they're sold out for so many of their home games. She is a game changer.
Yeah,
she's going to completely uplift women's basketball single-handedly. And shout out to all the other very talented women in the draft. The only other ones that I know off the top of my head are Cardoso, who, make no mistake, looks like Riley Lassen.
Yeah, and Angel Reese.
So, like, the profile of women's basketball is growing. Next year, everybody's already excited about this girl, Paige Buchers. I can't remember his name, but she's a player at UConn who's really good. So, women's basketball is in a good place. Hopefully, it reflects in more viewership and higher ticket prices. And if we get one comment from a patron or a YouTube comment to tell us to watch WNBA games, we'll watch one a week.
And I won't, because I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist, and I want to treat women equal, and I don't watch the men.
Yeah, the men.
Yeah, unless these women are being followed by a camera, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, it's funny. The Liberty, the New York team, they just drafted a Dominican player for like the first time in the WNBA history, and her name is like Josmeri.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, her dad's name is Jose, and her mom's name is Medi, and they just fucking combined it.
And that's exactly what happened.
And that is exactly what happened. I have no confirmation, but I know that's a
no, you don't
fact.
need it. But you don't need it. You don't need it.
Because one thing about generalizations, they're harmful. Unless you do it to Dominican people, then you're just being right and not wasting time.
Yes.
It's what it is.
Lillian!
Just kidding. We love all the Dominican people listening.
Yes.
But, how the fuck do we get here?
I don't know.
No idea, but we're having a good time.
We talked about you headlining.
Oh, we did that. We had a great day on... we had some matcha on Saturday. Then we went to another surprise party. We had 2 surprise parties.
Yeah, it's just that everybody I know was born in April and May.
Yeah.
And everybody, all of like so many of my family is 1984, which means this year they're turning 40. So I can't say no to parties because it's a big year.
Yeah, big year.
So we went to a surprise party for Janice, which actually ended up being so much fun.
Shout out to Janice, man.
That was just the quickest. You could tell he doesn't really fuck with her.
I love Janice.
No, I'm joking.
If you guys want to know something about Janice, I don't want to say it because I don't have to bleep it out. She'll be fine. Janice, very respectfully, very big butt.
Oh, huge and titties.
Yeah,
we talked about it
stacked
already.
like a fucking library shelf.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, and that's just the truth of the situation.
It is. No.
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be looking at Janice like from the front. You'll be like, "Oh, this is a big curvy woman," and then she turns to the side and it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Did I die and go to heaven? No, giant ass.
Shout out to
Only to be
Janice.
matched by her sister Michelle.
Yeah, they're
Only to be matched by her niece Alyssa.
only to be surpassed
by her mother.
by their father Avelio.
Not with the dick.
He has a fat old butt.
He does.
And he's a man. Like he's a man's man. Like I could tell.
But his pants fit nice.
I haven't had too many conversations with their pops. This is so weird to be talking about. I've had too many conversations with their pops, but the type of guy that I am, I play around. I'm very jokey joke.
Yeah.
And a lot of my jokes, unfortunately, because I'm just a man, sometimes what I think is funny may be considered not homophobic, but like things that when I see straight guys get uncomfortable with gay stuff, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
That's just funny to me, and that's just a part of who I am.
Yeah.
There's some guys, like younger guys, that get it because we're all growing up in a more progressive area, so you can say funnier things and they won't be like all uptight about it. Like your brother, I don't do it as much because he comes from a different time and he's like, yo, this kid's fucking weird. But now I'm starting to do it a little bit more. Like, but Avelio's a guy I can tell if I made one gay joke with him, it would be a big problem for the entire family.
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding. But
At the end of the day, he's just a Puerto Rican kid. So it might be on the low.
Yeah, he's a Puerto Rican kid, so unfortunately for him, it's in his blood. Every Puerto Rican is a little bit gay, regardless of how you were born. And that's not even a joke.
And he says that while his legs are crossed. Yeah. And he's just rubbing on his knee.
Yeah, because I'm making a joke, but I'm also sending a message.
Yeah, he's like, buy me a drink.
Buy me a drink. To quote Max Manikoff, I might do something for the first time tonight.
Yeah, literally.
Max, we just got to dust off his old set, bring it back out. He's a good kid. But we had a weekend full of surprise parties. Had a lot of fun. We watched the John Gotti documentary today. We had a blast. That was really good. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. And then yesterday, me and my boo had a fucking beautiful spur of the moment date afternoon.
Yeah.
We had a very happy hour.
We did. We had a very happy hour, and I needed it because make no mistake.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I was in a mood.
Yeah, she was. She was in a mood. I didn't even know what button to press.
Yeah, it was like a sad mood. I was in a sad mood. Yeah. And I was just crying.
Yeah, it's just one of those days. I literally, from a week to week basis, we just traded. You can tell Samantha's more of a soldier because when I had a mood, we couldn't record.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Samantha also didn't take me out to get oysters.
Because your mood happened at 11:30 at night.
Yeah, no, my mood was all day. I just didn't tell anybody. Suffered in silence, and it's scary.
Yeah, I probably just made you. Definitely made you lunch that day.
No, you did.
Let's
you did
know.
A great job.
No, but I had a day, and then I was like really in a mood.
Yeah.
Like everything that was happening at work, I was irritated about. Yeah. And then like it was like 4:58, and I was working from home, and then he just like came out from the room, and he was like, "Let's go for matchas when you're done with work." And I was like, "Fine."
She didn't even want to.
I didn't.
You were like, no, I don't know. Our place might be closed. Like she fought hard. She was like, I want to be here, and I want to be sad. Now. And like I had to really like we had to. I don't even know the name of the fucking cafe we go to, Creme, right? But it's not on fucking Google. I couldn't find it, and we had to Google it to make sure it was open. And I know for a fact there's like 4 other places on that same block that all do matcha. She's like, but I want my place, and I don't know if it's open. I feel like we went there the other day, and it was this time, and it was closed. I'm like, bitch, let's walk. It's fucking 80 degrees outside. So we finally got her out of the house. She put on a cute pair of pants. And make no mistake, both of us just in the same outfits we went in yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. So we shook off the sadness, but not the depression.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
I got matcha on my shirt.
Yeah. A little matcha latte on the shirt. But we went out. We got matcha lattes. The only fucking travesty is that the guy was there instead of the girl.
Not the girl. So we had to mix up our own drink.
Yeah. And honestly, when I see the girl, I'm very happy. But when I see the guy, every time I order the latte, I just want to look at him and be like,
You can suck my fucking dick.
Every time I have to shake it. He's like, have a great day, guys. And I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you could literally suck my fucking dick. You barely put any vanilla. What are you rationing it? It's like when I used to go to get halal food and like I'd ask for pita bread and they would make me feel guilty. Yeah. Because it's like they were trying to save all of it for themselves. I'm like, motherfucker, put the bread. The fuck? Like,
I know.
Like they start rolling their eyes and shit.
I hate it.
I used to hate that, but we had that, and then there's a place literally right down the block.
Yeah,
from
just
house.
opened.
Open,
a wine
brand new wine bar. $20. What's it called?
A $20 carafe of wine and
$1 oysters.
And $1 oysters from 5 to 7. So make no mistake, we ordered about 24 things.
Yeah, we ordered 2 dozen, and that was just before 6:30. Yeah, we fucking we fucking foisted some Oysties
Yeah,
on
we
us.
did, and I got tipsy.
Yeah.
And then we went for a walk.
Yeah.
And it was actually a great night. And then we got a gift card because we did Hannah Burner's video.
Shout out to fucking Hannah Burner.
We got $100 Uber Eats gift cards.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's order a little Frankie's.
Yeah, and we ordered a fucking gourmet
Yeah.
Uber Eats dinner that we spent, had to be $85 on. We spent the whole fucking gift card.
Yeah, it was $74.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on that gift card.
It's like a date night spot that we went to for our anniversary, and I was like, let's just order in.
Yeah, and we fucking treated ourselves, and it was great. And we still have some leftovers, and we're gonna just fucking eat them as soon as we press the end button.
Yeah.
But we've had a very eventful weekend, but we've spent a lot of time, and I've enjoyed it greatly.
Yes.
And I'm excited for our future when we get to do those things and go on the road together, and when we both don't have a day job. So sometimes on a Monday, if we don't have shows or nothing, we can just fucking go get some oysters.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna need that.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun summer. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
About it. Also, speaking of things that we're gonna do together, if you're listening to this podcast right now, I need you to do 2 things. Number 1, I need you to go to www.patreon.com/softlaunch. $5 a month, become a super softie, and listen to our bonus content, our bonus episodes, and catch sets from our live show, which is coming up. It's going to be Saturday the 27th,
Yes.
5 p.m. at the Stand. The link to that will be in our bio, where you can buy those tickets
Yes.
and come through and catch us live in action. And then number 2, what I need you guys to do is give Samantha and I a
Yes.
location that we can go on a nice regional weekend Memorial Day getaway.
Yeah.
All
Somewhere
right?
drivable.
Somewhere drivable, somewhere dog friendly. It doesn't have to be like this big hot TikTok location.
Yeah.
Anywhere that you've been.
We actually prefer
Yeah.
if it's a little more secluded.
Secluded. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Secluded, I'm just also realizing, is a code word for I don't want any riffraff around me.
Yeah, and that's
don't want
I don't
any of
want
that
any
fucking
of it.
riffraff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want a nice little secluded little weekend getaway. We've put in our veils for the month, and we're already taking that time
Yeah.
off. Even though we have no plans, we're just gonna do something. But we want you guys to put it in the comments or send us a message about where the fuck you want us to go on Memorial Day.
Yes.
Somewhere close, drivable, and quiet.
Yeah.
And we
what
want you guys. That's what we need from you guys.
That's what we require.
That's what we need, and we want to feel it. We want to feel the love, and we want to feel it. Feel it in my pussy. Oh, fuck yes. And that's what we want to do. And we want you guys to have that. And we're also going to give you our next segment where we talk about things happening in the world.
Yes.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to add to one thing about me, actually, baby?
I feel like we talked about our weekend together.
Yeah, I feel like about most of it. And
You did, and I just was going to say that I can't drink alcohol anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I had a high noon the other day. I did an after work thing with
Yeah.
my coworkers. I had one high noon, and I was gonna puke my brains out.
Yeah.
And then I had what did I have the next
You
day?
had espresso martini.
I had an espresso martini, and I felt like I won, and I felt like I was gonna fucking puke again.
Yeah.
I had a beer, and I was fine.
Yeah.
And I had wine yesterday, and I was actually okay. So
Rosé,
I don't know if
Maybe
it's like
we'll do some
hard
rosé
liquor.
out,
I think it's hard liquor that my body is not reacting
Because a
well
high
to.
noon it's tasty, but it's still fucking...
It's vodka.
Yeah, it's still vodka.
So I don't know what's going on with my body,
Yeah.
but I can't and it feels like I'm 100% gonna throw up.
I know. I can't imagine what that feels like.
Yeah, it's really awful.
Yeah.
So definitely, that's all I was gonna say. It's just getting old. Can't
Yeah.
drink like I used to.
If you
And make no mistake, I used to not also drink. So just never
doubling-
actually could drink.
Just doubling down into your personality. So if you see me and Samantha out and you want to do something nice for us, either buy her a light Pilsner or perhaps a light Pilsner or maybe a glass of rosé.
Yeah.
And unless you want Samantha to drink a little more heavily, which might be fun for you, but every time you buy Samantha hard liquor, all you're doing is guaranteeing the fact that in about 40 minutes, as soon as you turn your back, Samantha's going to come to me and she's going to be like, oh, I don't feel good.
Yeah, 100%.
Babe, oh, I feel, oh.
Shut up.
Oh.
That's what I sound like.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Baby.
Ew, that's so
Baby.
annoying. That's so annoying.
I really don't feel good. Samantha's very funny because when Samantha's not feeling good, her first, no matter how bad she feels, the most biggest feeling that she's having is that nobody believes her when she's telling you how she feels. So not only is she communicating that she doesn't feel good, but she's really trying to convince you that she feels bad.
No, I'm like making sure that you understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm not faking this.
Yeah.
I really don't feel good.
And it's like, hey, babe, didn't think you were. Didn't think you were. Wasn't a thought that crossed my mind.
Yeah. My mom did a number on me.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, but it's all right. We're going to do a number on you later, and that number is 69.
You went to steal.
And I'm going to eat it, and then you're going to...
You can suck my fucking dick.
I love this.
That's
fucking,
really, really
I'm
funny.
gonna die with that fucking button. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But that being said, we've had a great week together, and we're gonna come back with our next segment called Aight So Boom, where we talk. Oh, I'm sorry, I kind of rushed through that. You need help? You got it?
No, I got it.
All right, cool.
I'm a woman. I don't need any help.
Yeah, you're a woman. You don't need any help, which is my favorite thing that your mother's ever told
Yeah, I
you.
know.
It is my favorite.
We said it on the pod.
I love that so much, and I can't wait to like put that in my memoir. But Aight So Boom, we talk about things that are happening in the real world, things that we've seen on our timelines that we want to discuss. And the first thing I think is it's imperative to let Samantha take the reins on this to kind of talk us through, because I know she's been going through a lot.
Yeah.
But today, was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday is the 15th of April, tax day, which is not, if not stressful enough, it was also fucking Bravo Doomsday.
It was. And make no mistake, I didn't do my taxes.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, everyone got fired yesterday from Bravo.
Yeah, shit was scary.
It was like everyone was shopping like flies.
Name them. Who got let go?
So Candace is not coming back, but I think we knew that already. She's pregnant though. She announced that yesterday. Robin fired.
Yes.
NECA fired.
Good riddance.
Deserved it.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Alexia Todd filed for divorce.
Dumb.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Then Chris, I don't watch Beverly Hills, but she announced that she is no longer. You don't watch it. But there was
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
I thought you said Kristen from the Valley. I was like, what happened?
No.
Yeah.
Crystal from Beverly Hills, she also said that she got fired. It's just kind of insane what was going on yesterday. And I just needed a minute. I was a little overstimulated. I think Mercury was going backwards. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But it fucked up my whole day.
It's a lot.
Not fucked up. And then also, today is the first day until...
I saw this. First day that there was no Real Housewife airing or anything.
There will not be any Housewives airing. Like, it is really like we're in our dark era.
Yeah. Until
the first week of May.
Yeah, which is crazy. This is the first time there's no Housewives in a week since the Obama administration.
It's crazy,
and that's a fucking crazy stat.
Yeah, I was trying to I was annoyed by it, and then I was like, actually, I haven't watched a Housewife in its entirety. Or any of the ones I used to watch.
Yeah.
Potomac, I stopped. Atlanta, I stopped. Salt Lake City, I stopped.
Jersey stopped.
Jersey, I definitely stopped. The only one I watched through is Miami. It's the only good one.
Yep.
I had to stop everybody else because I just feel actually we might need this break.
Yeah.
Shout out to David because he made me see the light
too, because this shit has just been trash.
It's just
New
been
York.
absolute
We
trash.
picked up. We stopped too.
Yeah, we didn't watch. Well, we watched the whole thing through. We didn't watch the. We didn't watch the reunion.
Oh well, yeah, it was ass. So I don't regret it. But
Yeah, it was really not great.
Bravo needs a break. They need to take a page out of WWE's book.
Yeah, they need
to
better
switch
writers.
something they need better writers. They got to switch something with production.
Yeah,
they need to let somebody take over.
Teresa and Melissa need to come together, start the bloodline.
Yeah, they got to start the bloodline. That's very funny. I don't know which one's going to be Roman Reigns, but Andy Cohen, make no mistake,
Paul.
is Vince fucking McMahon. He's got to go. I don't know how old his kid is, but fucking marry somebody and let them take over.
No, absolutely not. Don't be my worst.
Andy, your day's numbered.
No, don't be my worst people on Twitter. Everyone calls
people
for
calling for Andy's job.
Everybody on Twitter calls for his firing. They don't like the way he speaks to women.
Oh, I love it.
I'm like, do not bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
He created this universe. You will bow down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get out of here. Because also Andy had a hand in, he doesn't anymore in Vanderpump.
Yeah.
But he had a hand in that. He has a hand in Summer House. He has
Emmy nominated Vanderpump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he no longer has a hand in it. He just really enjoys it.
Yeah.
So
Andy, No, it does. I never get when straight guys are homophobic. I don't get it. Because gay men are men still.
Yeah.
And they want the patriarchy to be upheld too.
What do you mean?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We both hate women. Let's make it about keeping them in a place. And who does a better job of keeping women restricted to a very specific lane? Who does it better than Andy Cohen?
Yeah.
Housewives, you're perpetuating a lot of negativity, a lot of cattiness.
Shut up. He also gives women a platform and he pays them a lot of money.
100%. But
don't talk about my president like that.
Okay, but who's more honestly? Let's be real. Who is more progressive, doing more for women and their equality? Triple H or Andy Cohen? Let's be honest about it. Triple fucking H.
I want to change
Paul
the subject.
Levesque? Take a thought. Think about it. I know you don't like it. It's a little scary, but you gotta get on board. I'm not fucking lying. I'm a lot of things. I'm not a liar.
Just gonna keep doing that.
I know it's just for 3. It has 3 on there. But yeah, I like Housewives. It's a lot of fun.
I love it, and all the other shows.
Yeah.
To be honest, their other shows are what's carrying.
I was when I was on the road in Maine. I was doing my Housewives joke, and one guy was dying laughing, and he started pointing. I'm like, "Yo, you watch Housewives?" He's like, "Nah, Below Deck, buddy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This guy's been married too long," and then he brings his hand up, and there's a ring on it. And I was like, "That's so funny."
It's great, and guys should give it a try because it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to what is carrying it this season. Obviously, Vanderpump.
Yeah,
and
too. That's not
Bravo,
yeah.
but Housewives. Housewives Summer House. Martha's Vineyard is really carrying.
Really turned up this year.
Really, really great.
Much better. And so that's one thing that's going on in the Aight So Boom. We already talked about Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Let's talk about something that you saw on Twitter this morning.
Yeah,
where you saw this sign at a brewery.
Oh yeah, or now I've read that it might have been a pub, but whatever. A place where alcohol is being served, and it has a sign outside, and it says "Dogs welcome, no kids," and it has become this huge discourse online about like how this generation is anti-children and anti-moms.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how main character people want to feel.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, it's not anti that. Nobody wants to be out getting drunk while a kid is running around. Like, I understand if it's like an outdoor space, like there are some like wineries in Long Island that are like huge outdoor spaces. So like if you're in one corner, your kid's not going to bother anybody. But like, I don't want to have to watch what I'm saying or doing because there's a child where a child shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like 21 and over.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it at that. And let's
other place that serves alcohol.
Yeah. And honestly, if we're being honest, it's not even the babies that bother me. It's the 21-year-olds. So let's make it, let's make it 31 and older.
Yeah. Let's raise that drinking age.
Yeah.
You know what? Like the same way there was teen clubs.
Yes.
There should be young adult clubs.
There should be 20 clubs and 30 clubs.
Facts.
40 clubs. Because I'm sure 40-year-olds don't want 30-year-olds in their space either.
Yeah.
Like, I just think like we need to do away. I don't want to party with 20-year-olds.
We have to enforce different dress codes for the ladies. Ladies, if you're wearing a black leather top and leather pants, you can't come in.
Can't come in. Yeah, you gotta go to the 20 spot.
Yeah, you gotta go to the 20 spot. That early 20. Oh, everybody that's still on their parents' insurance should be forced to party with each other.
Absolutely.
I don't want to party with a single person that's still on their parents' insurance.
Yeah.
You don't know what life is. You're drinking to have a good time. I haven't had insurance since I'm 26 years old.
Yeah. You're drinking to have a good time. I'm drinking to numb the pain.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
The pain in my lower back because I got a couple slip discs. Yeah. You're not allowed in that bar if you're not wearing shoes that are made for comfort. If you're not allowed in if they don't have good arch support.
Yeah, if you're leaving your house and you're sacrificing being warm for looking cute, you can't come in the bar.
You're not allowed.
You gotta go party with the kiddies.
If your outfit didn't come straight out of Marshalls or TJ Maxx, you're not allowed. It's just what it is.
If you're more interested in a loud environment where you can dance than a reasonably volumized bar where the music is loud enough for you to hear, but not too loud where it takes over the conversation, which is the reason you came out of the house to connect with other people, you can't come. Can't come in. You gotta stay out.
Can't come in at all.
Stay out of my bar, child.
Yeah,
I want to be and you know what? Those bars wouldn't even need bouncers. They would just need old men in rocking chairs and overalls with a shotgun, just keeping people off the lawn. Get out of here, you fucking kids! Yeah.
100%.
Nah, no racist old men, just ageist.
Yeah.
You're like, I can smell the fucking millennial. I can smell the Gen Z on you.
Yeah, if you're holding a phone that's facing you and you're singing to the camera, you're not allowed in.
Yeah, if the font on your phone, that's crazy, baby. You're in shambles. This is the third thing you've spilt on this brand new shirt.
If you could make the drink get into your mouth, you're not allowed in. Oh my God, literally, you understand? I'm an old lady.
No, you're crazy. But I will say, if you have not adjusted the font size on your phone and it's at the stock size you got it when you got the phone and you haven't increased it because you can't see so good, you can't come in. You're a child. You stay out.
Yeah.
Not about you anymore. You fucking loser. Yeah, that's funny. I don't even know how we got here.
I mean,
but we're having a good time.
Oh no, we were talking about the sign. No, but people were making a thing, and then people were like, "I actually don't want your dogs in there either." And I'm going to say something that's super controversial because I'm an animal lover. I agree.
Yeah,
I don't really get. Because for me, it's like your dog is not a person.
Yeah,
and I love my dog. Yeah, but I don't know why your dog has to come with you to a bar.
No,
I don't get it. And people are like, it's my emotional support, bitch. Shut up.
Stay home.
Yeah, like I don't care. It doesn't bother me if they're there.
No,
I
actually love it.
I never feel like get this dog out of here, but I can understand people being like, why is this dog here? Because also you don't know who's allergic and might be like massively allergic.
True.
You know,
this is not a poodle mix. This is not a hypoallergenic dog.
It's just like, you know.
This is not a golden doodle.
Yeah. I think we should just keep people in bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that we need to have...
there are definitely specific... Well, and I don't know anything about the place where it was. I've seen specific bars where they're like dog-friendly bars.
Yes, and that's different.
Like that place in the fucking...
Boris and Horton.
Oh my God, I love... We did a show there. It was so much fun.
Me too, yeah.
Shout out to... Must Love Dogs.
Yeah, Must Love Dogs.
I think it's still happening, that show.
Yeah.
If you're a big dog person and you want a good comedy show,
really
go to
fun.
Must Love Dogs at Horton and Morris.
Yeah, Boris and Horton.
Whatever
it's really, really great. And they also like host a lot of like adoption events.
Yeah, so if it's a place like that and they have a dog sign, motherfucker, stop being sensitive.
Or if it's a place and there's outdoor seating, take your dog.
Yeah,
I don't care. But like with the inside thing, I get people being weird about that. I think like go out and enjoy human beings.
Yeah.
Like let's touch a little grass.
Yeah. Let's touch a little bit grass and then walk our dogs on it.
Yeah. But that's how I feel about that. I also feel like, absolutely. And then Eva posted something today that was like, it was from like a mother's perspective, and it was like, my friends with no kids will be like, just bring the kid, and it's like, girl, no. And then Eva was like, who the fuck? I never say that.
Nobody wants you to bring the kid.
Yeah, I never. She was like, I never say.
We'll deal with it if you do.
Well, it's like, I mean, like I love my friends' kids for 100%, but there are some times where I'm like, hey, are we getting turned up or what? And it's like, I'm not going to go to brunch and pound mimosas if your like kid is there.
Yeah. No, that's true. Time and place.
Yeah, the time and place. So yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, well, I don't want to sound like too old of a man, but it's like people are going to go very far out of their way to feel victimized by anything.
Yeah.
And this is just another example of that.
thing.
It's the devolving of internet culture, and it's an unfortunate side effect of the internet being a really cool thing that connects people. It also connects the worst people.
Oh my God,
and
I know.
it validates the worst opinions.
I know, because then now I have been like absolutely searching, like,
Yeah.
because I love to be frustrated.
Oh, you love it.
I love nothing makes me happier.
Yeah.
So I was going and I'm reading like people like quote tweeting, whatever, and just people just being like, because people are being saying like, this generation hates kids and they're gonna have kids and all this stuff, and people are like, if I don't want kids, I don't want to have kids, and it's like, great. Why are you going to the internet to fucking validate that? If you don't want a kid, then don't fucking have kids.
So
why are you going on the internet to say it, and then you want to be? Then people are like, well, you should. And it's like, well, why do you care what a stranger says?
Yeah.
Why are you putting it out there? Make your own fucking decisions for your life, and just shut the fuck up about it. It's just, it's so weird to me that people have to be like, this is when there are people being like, actually having a kid was the greatest thing, and let me tell you why. Like, okay, great, write a book. Why are you putting that shit on Twitter? Get a fucking life. It's so weird. I say get a life, and then I'm reading it. I'm just reading and just spending my days reading it and just being like, well, these people are fucking losers.
All right, I know I'm in for it when I'm in the bathroom, maybe taking a poop for a prolonged period of time.
100% you're taking a poop.
It's what I'm doing. It's what it is. It's who I am. It's how I'm always going to be. And I'll just be scrolling, maybe playing the New York Times word puzzles, or just on TikTok watching videos of horses getting their hoofs cleaned.
Yeah,
you know
as we do.
As I do sometimes. And I know I'm in for a rough, not rough, but I'm in for a very eventful 15 minutes when I can hear from the other room very clearly because Samantha's loud and also the door is wide open.
Yeah,
because
Stacey doesn't shut the door.
Because I don't want to be far from my baby.
Yeah.
And want to hear, you know what I fucking hate? And then I'm like, here we go. Somebody is 40 quote tweets deep in something that she already doesn't agree with and is just willfully making herself
100%.
angrier and angrier and angrier. What starts off with, yo, this is annoying, by minute 12, it completely devolves into,
You can suck my fucking dick.
Literally, I'll read things and I'm just like, what a fucking
people
idiot.
are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then she has to tell me why, and I'm like, baby, I feel you, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I like to be a little frustrated.
Yeah, and it's okay.
You know what it is?
understand
I have a lot of, like, my friends, I don't have toxic friends, so I just like to feel my little toxic stuff on people online.
I feel that. That makes sense. And you
and I don't, unless invested, I could be really mad at it, and then the next minute I just have forgotten it's happened. And
exactly.
I'm not invested.
It's taken me some time to learn that because, I'm not an empath, I don't think, but I always, a big defining characteristic of mine is that I want to make sure everybody's comfortable and they feel valid in their emotions, to the point where, like, we've not had disagreements, but, like, so you'll be saying something that you think is fucking stupid, and I'll be like, well, I can see how this, and you'll be like, well, I don't fucking care about that, and we'll, like, argue about that. But when Samantha's feeling a big feeling about something that she read, I'm like, no, I feel you, I feel. But then I had to learn that, I don't have to, like, I can just give her an ear.
Just give me the ear.
I don't have to give her the other one. I can give her an ear. I don't gotta give her the other one.
Just be on fucking TikTok halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Samantha, just you gotta feel her feelings, just like everybody on Twitter. And I feel like, unfortunately, since we're growing up so, like the new generation is growing up with their phones so closely, the bigger validation that they get comes from the thing that they spend the most time with, which is the internet.
Which is sad.
It is sad, but it's a shame that we didn't see it coming, because humans in general are going to look for validation.
100%.
Always have. And now that the internet is the biggest thing with the generation growing up, all their validation is going to come from the internet. They don't need it from each other because they can get it from people that they don't have to meet the people who are validated. Yeah. They just want to connect with somebody who feels what they feel, so they don't feel crazy. That's such a baseline thing. Yeah. And the internet's just exploited the worst of it.
Yeah. Well, it's just because it's people that can't in conversation, they don't agree what's happening in real life, and they'll never say it. They just go to the internet and they find all the people like them.
Yeah,
that are too scared to say those things out loud.
And honestly, I don't even mind people. I'm over the notion that this country has to be a place where now where everything's so polarized we can't even have the conversation. I don't even want to have the conversation.
I don't want to have the conversation.
I want you to feel like you can have all the beliefs that you want to have. Actually, no, I don't. I just don't want to fucking know. That's what it is. I don't want people that are racist to feel like they're allowed to be racist, because that's fucking stupid.
You know what? I
just know that I'm 10 toes down in how I feel about it. And I don't want to fucking hear your opinion, because if you feel as strongly as I do, then what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we even talking about? I just wish everybody's profile was private.
Yeah. Because I wish you had to first connect with each other to see each other.
Yeah, I wish you had to answer a quiz, and it's like, are you going to enable this person or not? And if you're an enabler, you can't.
But then we would never have clout.
Yeah.
And clout is important.
Clout is important.
We need the clout, cuz.
Yeah.
This is a sick world we play.
We do.
Sick game we
Because
play.
make no mistake, we also want validation.
Yeah, we need it. That's why we're making a podcast. And we need y'all to listen.
Yeah.
And go to www.patreon.com/softlunch. Become a super softie for $5. That's what we need.
Yeah, we do need that. We do need money, because it makes the world go round.
Yeah, that's just what it is. But we're having a good time. We're living. I'm having a blast with you, baby. I'm having a lot of fun. How's the camera battery looking? It's looking like Julio needs to get us a new one down. Get your fucking shit together.
It actually looks fine. We've got a lot of battery left.
All right, and fuck that. And last thing that I did want to talk about, I've seen discourse on Twitter about people saying how they hate when people use the term partner for their significant other. Yeah, like when people just refer to each other as their partner or their significant other, instead of more gender binary term like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and how gay people feel like that's their culture. Yeah. I don't, or LGBTQI plus. It feels like partner is theirs, and they're seeing straight people appropriate it. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like I think it's ridiculous, and I asked David about it, and he agrees. Yeah, so,
and David's our gay friend
because I have those. No, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just another Twitter discourse that doesn't matter. This conversation would never happen in real life. There was a really funny guy one time that did a video. Do you remember? He's like walking with his friend, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me and my partner." And he's like, "Did you say partner?" He's like, "Yeah, I said partner." Yeah, because I'm better than you. Yeah, and then like he throws his coffee at the guy or whatever, and it's funny. That is funny, but I mean, I like when I'm talking in general, I use partner because like I don't know what you date. I don't know if you're dating a boy or a girl or anything. I say partner. Yeah. And I also feel like at this big age, I don't know, boyfriend feels like
it's too childish.
It feels so childish. It does, and I feel like you really are my life partner.
I feel the same way.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna call you my partner.
Dog, I honestly feel like when it comes to verbiage and words and slang to a degree, if I hear some shit and it's lit, I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Save fucking racial slurs while I'm on the podcast.
Stupid.
You understand? Yeah. No. You can suck my fucking dick.
All right, babe.
I'm sorry. But no. Any words that I hear that I like generally, like it was the same thing when I was teaching in a fucking middle school. The kids use this word, and I use it from time to time now, where they would call each other gang. Like, what's up, gangy?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I like that. I would start using it with the teachers in the building. I'm like, I kind of like this word, and I'm going to fucking run with it. Yeah. Because it's fun to use. And it's not hurting nobody. And honestly, when the kids hear us talking to each other, they feel like, oh, okay, we're a little bit like we're connecting on a level. Yeah. And I feel like, so much of life is trying to be considerate of other people and being aware of the unconscious bias your words hold in conversation. And I feel like gender neutral term that expresses who you're with as partner is so good and it's so quickly accessible, and I love it, and I do think it's heavier. I feel like I'm trying to be not progressive. I'm not using it to be progressive, but I do like the evolution of the language. To that point,
and it makes more sense.
And it doesn't offend nobody.
No. I don't think it really offends people.
Yeah. So if you're part of the LGBTIQA community, I butchered that, but if you're part of the LGBTQ community and you feel offended by the word partner,
babe, no.
No. And that's the second thing I have to edit. It's gonna be a long night. Yeah. But we're gonna have fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm so. It's so weird. No.
I'm gonna use partner.
No, partner is exactly what I'm
I'm using.
Yeah, 100%.
Getting used. Yeah. Partner, and I'm using with a hard ER.
Yeah. You know what I hate more than anything is when you're talking to somebody and you know their partner and they be like, yeah, because me and my husband, I'm like, you mean Greg that I know? Why the fuck are you calling him that?
That's funny.
It's so weird to me. I'm like, I know that. Like, just say his name.
I've been watching you guys since season 1.
Yeah.
It's like, this show's been going on as long as Grey's Anatomy. I know the characters.
Yeah.
You fucking stop acting like I don't know what's... That
would be like funny. Me talking to someone who knows you and just being like, my man. And they're like, you mean JC?
Yeah.
Or is there somebody else that you're talking about?
Are you
guys are in an open relationship?
I was about to say, because if they hear you refer to me as your man, it's like, that fucking fairy? Get the fuck out of here. Did you dump JC? Who's this guy?
Yeah, literally. I there's something I hate more than that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not bothered by what anyone calls unless... Yeah. I remember we were talking about the other day. I'm like, I'm glad I was talking to David.
Go for it.
Because I was watching a video and somebody was out loud calling their man daddy. Like out loud in public.
That's
right. Like, oh, that's my daddy and like whatever. And I'm like, if that is happening anywhere outside of the bedroom, I cannot not be friends with somebody that does that.
The only time I'll excuse that is
go to therapy.
Yeah. Only time I'll excuse that, because I've seen this happen before, when two people together that have a kid, of course, and the kid calls the guy daddy, so they'll be like, oh, me and daddy, we're walking around. Like
that's my mom does that still. But I'm talking about like somebody who's like doing it like in a...
That's funny.
Yeah, my mom does that. Like, oh, tell daddy. But like not... She doesn't do it to other people. Yeah. Like, she doesn't call him daddy to like anyone who's not his kid.
Yeah.
But like, there's people that like with their friends, like, oh, let me say, daddy, come here, let me ask you a question. Like, why are you calling your man daddy when you're not? Yeah, when he's not inside you.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me.
It's strange, and it's. I think it's meant to elicit a response. I will say, going back to the topic of like, when parents refer to each other as mommy or daddy around the kids, it's a very awkward moment for somebody who is not a real part of the family. And I'm talking about your brother's birthday party or his birthday dinner where we cut a cake for him. And I know his daughters are there. So we're singing happy birthdays, like, happy birthday, dear. I'm like, do I say Michael?
Daddy?
Or am I about to call my partner's brother daddy? To appease the kids.
I said Michael.
I said daddy.
You said daddy?
I did. And I said it quiet because I didn't want anybody to think I was weird, but I wanted to keep it going. It's like wrestling. I don't want the kids to know it's fake.
No one else said daddy, not even Amanda.
not even his kids.
Not even his kids. They called him
like,
Mike.
You're talking about fucking Mike? Mika's a little girl until I called her father daddy. She's like, who the fuck are you talking about? Sweet tooth.
Yeah, remember they were saying the other day she's been using bro. She was like, bro.
Bro, I was talking to bro.
Yeah, Mika was like, no Diddy.
Yo, that's funny. I'm gonna write that down as a joke. Like, that's funny.
That is insane. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
No one called.
I was embarrassed. I didn't want to tell you. It's what it is, though.
That's hysterical.
Yeah. Well, that's just what it is. And these are just the dilemmas that I have. Samantha has anxiety, and I have intrusive thoughts that win regularly.
You called my brother daddy. That's hysterical.
Yeah, it's life, and we're having a good time.
Yes.
And with that, we're gonna jump into our last segment, our favorite segment. We'll talk about questions and confessions that we've received, and it is the aptly titled "That's What They Sayin'." And we put up a couple prompts on Instagram, and we have a couple questions and statements from the Google form.
Remember, always we have our Google form up all the time. You guys can always write us questions, confessions, stories, anything you want.
Yep. We'll discuss them right here on the pod. And we'll start with this one.
You want to do Google first? Okay.
Yeah, let's do Google first.
All right. So we got this one today. Actually, it says, "What do you have each other saved as in your phone?"
What do you have each other saved as in your phone?
I have you saved like you were my colleague.
Same thing.
Yeah, you're just JC Mendoza.
For me, I when the icon is anything but 2 letters, I hate it. Like,
I didn't even know you could, because there's not a single person I've in as anything else but their actual name.
Mine
except
has
for
to be
parents.
I need first name, last name, which I do have for my father.
Yeah.
When my dad calls, it's Dad or Julio G. Mendoza.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
crazy.
Why.
We went off today. I'm like, why do you have your dad as his name? That's
I don't know
so
either.
weird.
I really don't know.
You just call my brother daddy, but don't even call your dad. You understand? No, that's crazy.
It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Yeah. And honestly, if you ever talk to me like that again,
you can suck my fucking dick.
I'm so sorry. That's so funny.
It's so funny.
This is going to devolve into like a fucking Barstool podcast because I'm going to abuse that button. It's so funny.
It is really funny.
And if you don't like it, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
I actually
Samanthas.
like I try not to judge people, but anytime I see somebody with their partner's name in their phone, like as like hubby and then like a million emojis, I'm like, you guys are cheating on each other.
Yeah, I mean,
like I don't know.
Who are you overcompensating for?
It's such a strange. Isn't that weird?
Dog,
hubby,
I don't.
Wifey, hard eyes, lock, key. Yeah. You know
it's
what
ridiculous.
I'm talking about?
I've seen it. It's ridiculous. I hate it, and I don't. By any circumstance, I don't support the using of slurs, especially homophobic ones. But if you do that, you know what you are, and I'm not going to say.
You gotta
it.
stop.
I know. I'm not going to say.
I
it, but
don't support that.
I don't ever feel that way about anybody. But the only time that word pops into my head is when I see that, and I'm like, oh, you should. Those people shouldn't be allowed to get married.
The people with the
people with their if their partner, with the heart of your partner, if your partner got emojis in their name, you can't get married. That's not in the Bible. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with whether you're homosexual or not.
Yeah. I hate that.
I hate it.
Did you ever do it?
Never.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was in 7th grade, dude.
Oh, you had cell phones then?
Yeah, I did.
In my day.
Yeah, what was I gonna do? Put fucking smiley face stickers on the fucking dial phone? On the rota?
On the rotary.
She just had written less than 3 on a fucking. No, we couldn't even do that because there was no keyboards back then. Just drawing hearts.
Yeah.
I
just put them in. I just know we had literal phone books that you would write people's names in and their numbers. So you just put a heart next to whoever's name.
Oh my God, that's such a sad existence.
Yeah.
I
got a phone book that my mom got in a place called Cheap Charlie's.
What?
It was a place. It was like a place where he definitely stole everything from other stores and sold it in his little. And
Charlie sold it for cheap.
His name was Cheap Charlie's mom used to sell like cards.
Yeah.
Like greeting cards.
Yeah.
And my mom would buy them ahead of time. Oh, birthday's coming up. And they were like 50 cents a card.
Yeah. And then he got taken down in the fucking Gambino crime family bust. The fuck out of here, Cheap Charlie.
Yeah, Cheap Charlie.
But yeah, I have you saved as just your name, and we do the same because we're mature, and all of our pet names for each other, we use them when we fuck.
Yeah.
Don't have to do it in front of people, you fucking weirdos. What else we got?
Okay, that was I don't have anybody. You say does anything? Then we have some other ones.
Okay, go for it. So yeah, just a reminder, this link is always up in our bio.
Up and going. Okay, so hello, your friend from LA here, turned 23.
Yo, shout out to LA, 23 years old.
Yes. She turned 23 just a few weeks ago, so happy belated.
Birthday. Hell yeah.
The best is yet to come. You can come to our bar. Okay. I missed the worst breakup question. If you'd like to share another one, here's mine.
Fuck it.
So April 1st of last year, I was a bridesmaid at my cousin's wedding, April Fool's wedding, where the bride and groom even played a prank on us.
Okay.
At the time, I was.
I'm not a regular bride. I'm a goofy bride. Get the fuck out of here.
At the time, I was.
Your family's trash. No. Your sister, your fucking cousin, they're all fucking weird.
No.
Kidding.
At the time, I was with a guy I met in college. We had a wonderful relationship, and we had been dating for 3 years.
Wow.
We were even looking at apartments together to live.
This bitch has lived such a life.
I know.
23.
And to live and after our upcoming graduation. Mm-hmm. He was watching my family's dog as my family flew to Sacramento for the wedding we were in. Mm-hmm. The whole wedding, I was talking about him lovingly. I was texting him pictures and everything was happy and good. I got back to the hotel late night and he called me right away. He proceeded to break up with me over a phone call.
Jesus.
Not a FaceTime, a regular fucking phone call.
Jesus.
He vaguely told me he wasn't right for me and that he'll feed the dogs and be gone before I got home. This guy was a sweet, nerdy guy. It was super weird. He'd just leave, but he did. My birthday was the morning after on April 2nd.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy. Yeah. He texted her before the midnight mark.
Yeah.
He texted me a few weeks later to ask if I wanted to talk. Jesus. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And she wrote in parentheses, best decision ever. When someone leaves you, you don't owe them any more of your energy. All right, 23 ahead of your time.
I don't
know.
What?
I just learned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, of course you know I was a proud slut. I started living more in my queerness and have even found love again 1 year later. Love wins. So we haven't heard about this new person you found love with.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting.
It's exciting, but it is a red flag because you told us about everybody else you fucked.
No, I think she might have just recently.
Oh, good for her.
But yeah, that's amazing. Good for you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
That's a rough story, though.
That is a rough story, but honestly, I can't think of a better way for like your... high school sweetheart, your college sweetheart to break up with you, clean cut, and you can just fucking move on. Because honestly,
real.
like, he did you a favor. Because how long that lingers? How many people I know that have had like college sweethearts that lingered until almost they were 30?
Way too long.
Like, it's for the best. Honestly. Yeah. Good riddance. Like when someone shows you how they feel about you, take them at face value. Yeah. Oh, you don't fuck with me? Cool. Yeah. And keep it moving. Like, I'm proud of you at 23 because I wouldn't have known that.
No shot.
But good for you. And now you're just like living your whole best life. Even though
great.
Your sister was cock and puss blocking.
Yeah, and she's just not a part of this. She's not a part of the she's not a softie. She really isn't.
No, we love your sister.
Do we?
I don't know, because she might listen one day.
If you
tell a friend, tell your sister to listen to us.
And then we love her.
She can learn a couple things.
Also, let's talk about breaking up over the phone.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that to somebody? Like had a
no.
call? Well, no. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you feel like that's a no-no?
Well, it depends how long you're with somebody, right? Like for her, she was with this guy for 3 years. Yeah. That's absolutely
that
wild.
Crazy.
But I mean, like I have broken up with people that like I wasn't serious with.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I have been dumped in person. I didn't love the experience. You know what I'm saying? I found myself there receiving this information and having to be aware of what my face was doing. And one of the first things I thought, I was like, oh, this could have been an email. You know what I'm saying? But like, I appreciate the respect shown. Yeah. But I think that's just the thing we tell each other, that we tell ourselves we have to do to show that respect. Because you could have called me. Yeah. I knew that it was Rocky coming over here. I trimmed my beard up. I put a cute little outfit on.
Trying to change your mind. Did you wash your hair? Was it a wash day?
No, my hair was up because, you know, you could see my facial features. I trimmed my beard extra low. I shaped it up and I put on a Knicks jersey. Because I thought, who knows failure more?
Yeah. If you think you wouldn't have victimized yourself more if she would have done it on the phone,
100%, that's true.
You would have still been talking about that to this day.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right because, nothing is more important than being the biggest victim you can be in a situation like that. Yeah. And when you're breaking up with somebody, you just got to take away all those things. That's true, and that's a good point, and that's why I keep you around.
Yeah.
But shout out to LA23. You always come correct with
really
the confessions, and what a fucking love. Write a book.
Literally, you've lived quite a life.
Write a book, slut!
Yeah, I can't wait for this relationship to not work out and you to tell us more. No, I wish you the best.
We're actually actively rooting against your love life just so you can keep giving us good confessions. So fucking live in the mud.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
We got another one.
Oh.
We not from Jesse. I don't know who you are, but I'm happy you're here.
I think Jesse, remember we talked about Jess joined the Patreon. We didn't know she was a boy or a girl.
Yes, that's right.
And now I still can't remember her last name. But shout out to Jess because Jess is a real one.
Yes. Worst breakup to date is when I found out the guy I was dating had a whole ass kid he didn't take care of. Couldn't respect the fucker after that. So naturally, what does he do? He stalks me for 2 weeks, and a month after the breakup, gets my name tattooed on his fucking neck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
Couldn't be Kate Robart.
Oh, I thought you had to let me. I was gonna do it first. I was gonna be like, it sounds like you dated a guy named Derek Drescher.
And that's just all been bleeped out.
Oh fuck yeah, I guess no, because we should.
But
I could imagine it's got to be difficult to date somebody knowing they don't have maybe we just don't even talk about this one. I feel terrible.
No, it is. It's really one of the worst things you can do.
So wait, she broke up with him then?
She broke up with him because she found out he had a whole kid he didn't tell her about. He doesn't take care of.
I know it's tough.
You don't take care of your kid, then how are you going to treat me?
Yeah, I know.
That's a part of that is a piece of you. Yeah. And you'll throw me to the mud,
dog. This she came out of your fucking balls.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She came out of there. I just take the stuff onto me that comes out of there. This is a living embodiment.
And so you can't make a life with somebody that you think that you can't like start a life. And what if you have his kid?
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Knowing your worth and knowing your boundary. That's crazy. I know for a fact your name isn't Michael Santos because Michael Santos would be like perfect. Bring him in.
Come here. I'll father this child.
You don't have to do nothing. I got it. I'll take it from here. All right.
No, he would have definitely been like, oh, so this guy, who's his baby mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to call her up.
He'll break up with you to go get with her.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's funny.
But yeah.
That's life, man. Breakups, man. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do about it?
What are you going to fucking do? Then I guess we're going to go to the little suggestions that we got from the phone.
You got more.
Right, I got a couple. Let's see what we got.
Maybe I got some new ones.
All right, maybe we got some new ones.
Because Instagram hates
I know, but I feel like this is the most responses I've gotten a story in a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Should I read the names out?
I wouldn't.
No. All right. Well, I got a question that says, I'm back in New York City. Do you have any single friends and so we can all double date? So I got a girl. She's horned up
Yeah,
in my DMs.
I
And
don't
this-
have any.
This is the type of horny energy, the only type of horny energy that I'll accept from
Actually,
women.
do have a friend. His name is Cab Washington, and he will gladly fuck you.
Yo,
is she white?
I will literally, I'm going to post this on Instagram, and it's going to be a picture of Cap with the shirt off. Be like, let me know what you think, because
Okay.
this is what I'm doing.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, listen.
He might stick his tongue down your throat, but if you're game,
It's gonna be no.
yeah.
Fuck, I'm going to have so much work to do, but we're here.
No,
we're having a
no,
good
you don't even
time.
have to do anything with that.
Another question that I got, or another statement that I got is like, I need you to do a rank. I'm just gonna say, hello, Matthew John says, I need a ranking of all the best Puerto Ricans on the planet of all time on the planet at some point.
Okay, we'll do
He
that.
wants a cohesive list of the best Puerto Ricans.
I need to put thought into that.
Yeah.
But top 1 and 2 are sitting right here.
And that's just what it is.
Just
You
how it had
understand?
to
That's the
be.
only way it's ever gonna be.
You
And
understand?
if you disagree,
Can suck my fucking dick.
and it's just the way that we live our lives. But
Yeah.
that will, by episode 45, you have a comprehensive list of the best fucking 10 Puerto Rican people. of all
Yeah,
time.
Damien Priestley on the list.
David Priest is he's on the power rankings for sure.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a lot of Puerto Rican people that might not even be Puerto Ricans, just people that feel Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people to me that feel Puerto Rican.
Alicia Keys, get ready.
Yeah.
You're getting drafted, Bucko.
Yeah, the entire borough of the Bronx. You're all getting in there.
So we're gonna do that. Also, here's a question that I got from my dog Tony D. When did you realize you failed as a teacher?
Yeah.
And that's a great question. I don't realize I ever failed as a teacher, but I knew immediately it's not what my calling is.
Yeah.
I could always I do well in the classroom because kids feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But the moment I realized I was not cut out to be a teacher, beyond the first day, the real moment, because I laughed at it, I thought it was so funny. I used to have an art class, and the big thing that I really wanted to do was create a place where people who couldn't draw, because that's how I felt when I was a kid in art class. I couldn't fucking draw, and I used to feel nervous to show people my work and get made fun of. So I wanted to create a classroom where all the kids can show all their work, and everybody gets clapped for participation trophy energy,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And I didn't want to...
Just call him Jill Biden.
Yeah, literally. I just wanted a no roasting environment
Yeah.
classroom. And for a couple weeks it took. And then a kid came in class. He had a horrible haircut and it looked bad and he knew it looked bad. And the kids were just getting on him. They were fucking flaming him. And then I have a picture. I'm going to post it with this episode of a kid in my class wearing a paper bag over his head with the eyes cut out because he was getting roasted so mercilessly. And instead of creating a safe environment where I'm like, oh, we shouldn't do this, I just took a picture because I knew it was fucking hilarious. And that's when I was like, I should not be in the classroom with these
Yeah.
children. It was so funny though.
That is really funny.
And that's the moment that I knew. So there's that. And then we just got a couple questions about when are we coming to Philly for a show and when are we coming to Boston. And it's soon. We're going to
Soon.
fucking get on that road soon.
We will.
This summer, hopefully, but
second half of the year.
definitely by the end of 2024,
Yeah.
you're going to start seeing a lot more road dates for the Softies. We're going to
100%.
get out there. We're going to get on the road. We're going to come to your city. And we're going to fucking come inside of it. So you're going to feel it.
Feel it in my pussy.
That's just what it is. What did you get?
Okay, I got well, one said, "What is the best joke you ever wrote?"
Oh, that's a great question.
I didn't remember that. I didn't have to look at it.
Do you have a joke that sticks out to you?
Yeah, my favorite joke. I don't really even tell it anymore, but as much. But my grandma joke is my favorite joke.
Oh, it's a heater, man.
Because I feel like when I wrote it, I was like, I'm a comic.
Yeah.
Like I wrote, I was like, this is a good joke.
Yeah.
It doesn't do as well anymore because people, I don't know if they just don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like it used to kill all the time and now people are like weird about it, which
Yeah.
is so annoying. It does better in a younger room. I feel like older people get weird because they got a little, like I said that one
Yeah.
time,
It's
you
a
got a little
it's a
early.
dementia joke.
Yeah, you got a little early onset.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that joke. I think it's so well written, and it
It
came
is
from
very
me being I was extremely depressed when I
Yeah.
wrote it, and I was like, let me make a joke about what I'm depressed about.
Those moments, and as a comic, this is where the lines of life and comedy get blurred, because in the beginning, like now, the stage of our career we're at, we're able to try to find the light in hard things that happen in our life and try to make them light for our benefit, and also to, you know, bring somebody else joy that might be going through that same thing. What I think happens to comics as they get older and deeper into the game is that they start seeking out the negative. They start looking for that negativity in their light instead of just like not waiting for something negative happen, but just taking negative things that have
Yeah.
already happened.
Yeah.
And they'll start actively self-sabotaging to find darkness to make light of.
Which is
And that's a
crazy.
really depressing way to live life when you think about it. And that's really why I think a lot of the comic, besides general bitterness of the game, like that's a really tough thing that people, I think, in comedy put themselves through. But when you're in it early, it just feels so. Nothing makes you feel more validated than taking a tough thing in your life and being able to really make something beautiful out of it.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah,
So.
my favorite joke used to be a joke that I wrote about my grandmother's dementia, and that just goes to show how much better yours is. Because when I heard that, I had a joke about that I did in my set pretty regularly, and I heard yours, I was like, I don't even want to do mine anymore.
Oh, really?
Because it was just such a funny, it's such a more grounded take. Like mine, the funny part of mine is rooted in absurdity and like the shock value of what I'm saying, which, that's an early comic tool. Yours is such much more of a grounded take and a subtle shift in what dementia actually is. Yeah. And like another funny way to look at it. Gavin Matz also has a funny dementia joke where it's just a slight shift in what he looks at it as. Yeah. Where he says that, you just forget all the trauma you've caused and you get to be a silly guy. And that's a funny way to kind of look at a really big dark thing that happens in your life. And that's why your joke is really good. So that's a good one. My favorite joke that I've ever written, I feel like changes so. Yeah. I'm so like, what have you done for me lately with my jokes? Like the newest joke that I'm telling is always my favorite one. I feel like my favorite set that I've ever done is still like my first breakup set, because like that was the saddest thing that happened to me in my life. Yeah. Was a heartbreak, for lack of a better term. And I was so ready to write those jokes about it. I don't tell any of them anymore, but they're still fun for me. And those are my favorite jokes that I've written, because it let me know that I was signaling to the universe I'm ready for more. Yeah. And this is what I want to be doing. So there's a special place in my heart for breakup jokes. Yeah, I do. My pandemic joke, which is about my breakup, is also another one of my faves. I love that one too. It's a lot of fun. That's a great question. We love those comedy questions. I do love a comedy question. It is really fun. And then really, we should have fucking ended on that. We can. We can? Yeah, because we've been doing this for 70 minutes. It's been a bit of an episode. Yeah. And we're going to leave it right there, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This has been episode 42 of the Soft Launch Podcast. Remember, go to www.patreon.com/softlaunch. $5 a month. Super softy. Get the bonus episode that we're about to record now and a bunch of other bonus content. And catch us at our live show. When's the live show, baby? April 27th at 5 p.m. at the stand. Get your tickets. Link in our bios. In the bio of all the episodes of the Soft Launch Podcast. And you see them clips, you see these episodes, we've seen a couple people start to comment. Algorithm, your algorithm, we love you guys. We keep love doing that. And if you're listening to this and you don't know what to say, comment algorithm, comment anything, put a rocket emoji. Tell me I'm hot. Tell Samantha she looks great, and tell her that mental breakdown looks fucking good on her, because it does. And we just love doing this podcast for you guys. We'll be back next week, and we're gonna rip another 20 episode streak where we don't fucking miss a week, and we're excited. Absolutely, we are. All right, but I love you guys. I'm JC Mendoza. I'm Samantha Santos. Bye. See you next week. Peace.